right, seventh grade, we are going to do another project, and this project is going to be taking a dream that you have had, and you're going to create a piece of artwork about it. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a dream. It's weird, it's ridiculous. It happened to me, or at least I had it in a dream. I tell this story all the time, and I end up, doing a piece of art about it. So basically, here's what the dream was. I was still in college, so you guys would have been like negative 20 at that point, something like that. So I'm in college, and I had this dream where it was like one of those first nice days of spring. It was a Sunday morning, and I woke up and I thought, oh, it's such a nice, beautiful morning. I should go for a drive. And so I, for some odd reason, got in my parents' car. Again, this is a dream. I got in my parents' car, and I lived up at the University of Akron. So I got in my parents' car and started driving around the town and around, the city of Akron. And so this is one of those dreams that you have that everything is just so picturesque and detailed and just flat out weird. So basically what ended up happening was I'm driving along the canal. There's a canal that runs through Akron, and I'm driving along the canal, and there's like a cliff up on my right side of the road, and then the canal's on my left side, and then there's buildings on the other side. And so I'm driving along, minding my own business, just taking in how pretty of a day it was. And all of a sudden, as I'm driving, all these zoo animals start running past me. Okay, now I don't think anything of it. I just figure, oh, the Akron Zoo is letting their animals out to run because it's a nice morning, and let the animals out. It makes sense. Okay, so there's lions and there's elephants and giraffes and everything like that are running past me. I don't think of anything of it. It's just like, oh, okay, that makes total sense. But as I turn the corner on this road, I turn the corner, and there's this monkey that's sitting in the middle of the road, and I realize I'm going to kill this monkey because he's not moving. So I hit the brakes as hard as I can. I turn the wheel. The car goes into the canal. So my car's my parents' car is sinking in, and I climb out the side and I crawl to the other side, and I go to a payphone. Okay, again, this is a dream. You guys may not even know what payphones are. Back before we had cell phones, we had payphones. So I went to a payphone and I called my parents, and before the first ring, nobody answers. Second ring, nobody answered. Third ring, I look over and it's stinking monkey still looking at me, still standing in the middle of the road, stupid monkey. And in between the third and the fourth ring, Michael Keaton, the guy who played Batman in the first Batman movies, Michael Keaton comes walking around a corner, and he looks at the car, and he looks at me and goes, huh. And that's when I woke up. Okay, so hands down, the dumbest dream that I just told you. Okay, now why am I telling you a dream? You are going to make a piece of artwork that is based on your dream. Okay, when I talk about weird dreams and making them into artwork, it is based on the Surrealist movement. Okay, so the Surrealist movement, back in the early 1900s, they would take their dreams that they've had and apply them into a painting. Okay, and so I'm showing you a couple different examples of some of the Surrealist work. But one of the most famous ones is by Salvador Dali. Okay, Salvador Dali, he's considered to be one of the quintessential artists of the 20th century. He was the weird guy of the 20th century. So, like, if you wanted a weird artist to talk about, he would have been the guy there in the early 20th century. He had a handlebar mustache, and he'd have it turned straight up, and he'd have the little curly Q. He was a weird cat. Okay, so cool nonetheless. But he did this painting right here, and this is called Persistence of Memory. A lot of people consider this one of the best paintings of the 20th century. Okay. But the Persistence of Memory, what you will see there's like some dripping clocks. There's a stopwatch that has a whole bunch of ants on it. There's this weird shape there that almost looks like an eye and a nose. And it's got a weird landscape off in the distance. Okay. Now here's the thing about Persistence of Memory. if you went up to, Salvador Dali in the gallery and you're standing in front of his painting that he did, this masterpiece, and you said, "Hey, Sal, what's up with that painting? What's the deal with that?" And he would have said, "I don't know. I just had a dream. I don't know what it is." Okay, you tell me what it is. Okay, you interpret what what's going on in my brain. Okay, and that's what I'm going to have you do. Is I'm going to have you take a dream that you have had, and you are going to create a piece of artwork. Okay, now here's the dream painting that I did of my dream. Okay, so when you're looking at this, you can see part of the dream. No, you don't see all the all the other zoo animals, but you do see that snake and monkey there on the right side. But you see my parents' car. It was a nice Pontiac 6000. It was a really nice car back until, at least in the dream, until I trashed it there. Anyway, there's a payphone there on the left, and that figure way off in the distance, that must be Michael Keaton. Okay, so if somebody was to look at that and go, "Hey, what's going on with your painting?" I don't know, I just had this dream. Okay, and that's what you're going to do. You're going to take a dream that you have had, and you are going to apply it into a painting. Okay, so what I don't want. So when we look at these, I'm going to show you examples of what you don't want to do. I don't want a boring dream painting. So this would be a boring dream painting. So taking my dream, here's your car, monkey, road. That's boring. Okay. Find an interesting way to look at your dream. Okay. So like when you look at mine has eye movement. My eyes moving all the way around the composition, and that's what I want to see from you. This right here, this is boring. Okay. A little bit more interesting than the one that I chose would be kind of like a first-person view. So let's see here. Okay, here's there. And, okay, so all right. So maybe my dream has a first-person view. So like this is my hand. It's on the steering wheel. Okay, and this is the road. This is the cliff that's on the side. Here's the water. I guess we could do that. There's the monkey sitting in the middle of the road. I could draw him there. Okay, so that's first-person view. I could even put in the rear view mirror. I could put some giraffe butts, running past me. Some, rhino butts there running past me in the rear view mirror. That's a terrible drawing, but I think you get the idea that you need to find a different way to tell your dream. So don't be boring and dull. Find an interesting way to do it. Okay, so that's what I'm looking from this is what I'm looking from you for this project. Okay, now usually what we do in this project is we end up doing painting and temper paint and everything like that. Can't do that, okay, because I'm guessing you don't have paint readily available at house. So I'm going to say whatever you have readily available at your house, do it in it. Okay, if you can only do it in pencil, fine, fantastic. Okay, if you have colored pencils, do it in colored pencil. Okay, if you have crayons, use crayons. Okay, yeah, I keep these around just because I love the smell of crayons. I don't know what it is. Okay, so that's what I want to see you guys do is do a piece of art that is based on your weird, whacked out dream. And if you don't remember any of your dreams, okay, this is where you get to be creative. So just make something up. Okay, but the last thing that you'll have to do is you'll have to write out a story of what's going on in the dream. Okay, so just basically give me 5 sentences telling me what is happening in the dream. Okay, because like if you were just to look at my painting, you wouldn't exactly understand what was going on there. That's kind of what I'm looking for from you, is I want you to explain to me what is going on in your head. Just tell me a little bit about the dream so I can grasp a little bit more. Okay? So 5 sentences. In the 5 sentences, just put it on a sheet of paper, or you could type it out if you want to. But put it in the comments section of your Google Classroom. Okay? And again, remember to upload everything to Google Classroom. And just give me 5 sentences. So what I don't want is this. My dream is about a turtle. The turtle is green. The turtle has a shell. The turtle walks slow. The end. Okay, that's 5 sentences right there, but it's not explaining anything that's going on in the dream. Okay, so I want you to give me a little bit more information and just tell me what's going on in your dream. Okay, so that is going to be one that is going to be due. I have the due dates listed there on Google Classroom. So you'll have a writing and your dream drawing, painting, however you want to do it. That will be due at the same time as the writing. So hope everything is going well, and I'll see you soon.